Cool. Um, I suppose I want to see if there's like any work at all of any kind.
If there's any work.
Yeah.
Um, you want work? What type of work are you looking for?
Um, I don't know, really anything. I don't know if I'm looking for anything specific.
Um,
Adventure work?
Yeah.
Dungeons? Dragons? Witches and wizards?
dragons, wizards.
Mazes and monsters?
The
Ghouls and goblins?
sorry,
Ghosts and goblins?
I'll give you a rough outline of the fortress momentarily. That's why I'm so distracted. I'm sorry.
So many
The
fancy
fortress.
things. Yeah. What about the fortress?
This is the
It's
main
pretty big.
layout of the fortress. If you zoom all the way out, there's mountains on either side, smooth stone walls, two gates. There's two tower keeps on both sides, as well as barracks, armories. The walls are about 8 feet thick at least, going up to not 8 feet, 80 feet thick, and they're about 40 feet tall, which is like 3 stories, I think, 3 or 4 stories. Yeah. There's no real commercial district. You'll find a tavern over here, essentially. You'll find the non-military wards over here and right here.
All right.
I was planning on that one for this one.
Yeah.
Um, as far as you just ask around for work, right?
Yeah.
Um, any random kobold, or are you asking soldiers? What?
Soldiers.
If you're asking soldiers, the kobolds say that they are sure that they could hire a few more hands for the upcoming siege. Siege itself won't last long because orcs don't siege, they run into slaughter, but you know, that'll be in about a month. There's also something I forgot to draw into this.
Nissa asks if she'll get a uniform.
They reply with, if you're just a regular merchant, probably not. Not a merchant, a regular hire. They probably won't have to hire into the kobold army to get a uniform. But if you're just going to be a mercenary,
Hold on.
not be that big. It wouldn't be that big. It would be smaller than that.
An organization of 100 as the secretary.
Yeah, about like that.
What's that?
Do you actually get up on the wall and look at it, or because you probably won't know about it until you do?
I might when I'm done. I got hints.
That's intense. I dig it. I think that'll work.
If I
That's
were
the
to
right sound for this place.
actually like hire into the army, would that? I mean,
You
would I
can do
still
it
be able
for
to adventure around or what?
months at a time, depending on what type of the army you get into. If you hire into it as a active mercenary, they will send you to different places that they need work done. You can do it for 6 months, year, or multiple amounts of years. But the lowest you can sign on for is 6 months. That would
And,
require like at least a few months of training.
And I'd get a uniform.
You would get a uniform if you actually join the army. Once you leave the army, you'd have to give it back.
Oh, that's no fun.
Well, I mean, they need to keep track of these uniforms.
Yeah.
Now, when you say uniform, I'm talking about armor. If you talk to multiple kobolds, you probably eventually end up talking to. Roll me a D100 just for chance.
I shall.
You don't actually manage to speak to a sergeant or one of the higher ups. Yeah, that's about what you hear. The best that they can offer you, just plain soldiers, the best that they can offer you is hiring you on for mercenary work before the siege. But they tell you you'd have to actually go see somebody in the main keep.
I guess I'll head to the main keep, because, yeah.
Alright, you enter into the main keep. You are directed to... yeah, right there. Probably give you guys another flaming pumpkin. I'm gonna go get the flaming pumpkin actually, because... sorry. Entitled. Tastes. I assume the entire party goes with them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get into the main keep, you find a kobold who is sitting at a desk. Essentially, kobolds love their desks. And he's writing information dealing with just normal legal crap, or normal kobold stuff, rather. The guards point you towards him if you ask around for who to speak to.
Yeah.
Alright, you walk up to him and what do you do?
I'm still gonna ask for, about being hired on to help the siege and whatnot.
He's rather happy that somebody's offered. He says we can definitely hire you for for dealing with the upcoming siege. They've actually got a specialty job right now. You don't want a specialty job?
No. I was just interested. Yeah, I was curious. What
He
is the
says
specialty job?
there's a massive army of orcs, the biggest they've seen yet, and they're actually being led by two of the avatars of Malik. we've got a plan to kill them or get them to kill each other. We need somebody to go in as a shadow team and pretty much talk them into killing each other. We're going to be sending in multiple groups. Would you be interested in that?
I'm gonna turn to the rest of the party.
So this is more of a stealth mission.
It is very much a stealth mission.
I'm up if everybody else is. I'm game.
Oh, goody, that sounds good.
Which,
The,
what avatars of Malik?
Bork and Mork. One of the kobold replies, Bork and Mork.
Do I know anything about them?
You can roll me a common knowledge check.
Or, common knowledge or my theology? Since I have
Theology. You would actually know about them since you know about theology. You would know that they're essentially pretty much stupid, but they're on par with most other avatars for straight up power-wise.
Am I able to roll 2 to see if I know anything?
Yeah.
Gork and
And that'd be the D20, right?
Yeah. What's your intelligence?
Let me check.
That's what I'm using for common knowledge rolls.
Intelligence is 11.
11. You do manage to pass it. You pretty much know the same thing that I just told Nissa.
Okay. Better than nothing.
They're, for those of you who don't know, the avatar beings are essentially level 20-ish, but and if they die, they'll be reborn via power of gods or whatever. They're pretty much the main hands for most of the gods on the planet. Something everybody would know is that
Yeah, talking
the
them
only
into
guy.
killing each other would be the key here because we're not gonna fight them.
I mean, we could, but we'd probably lose.
We're gonna need bubbles for this.
What does Bubbles do?
So
Who's this
Bubble
Bubbles?
actually might be interested in this.
Yeah, Bubbles tends to do the crazy stuff that ends up getting this kind of stuff to work.
I mean, it is Malik, so it might be useful to have Bubbles, or Bubbles might be.
What is this Bubbles? Who's this?
here, Bubbles is the blue-haired 12-year-old kid that's been following around the party on a floating pillow, essentially. Mute for this entire time.
On a floating pillow?
Yeah, it's part of the racial bonus that the guy gave them. They get to make one item float, and they
cool.
can use that to float around on.
Like a genie?
Moves as fast as a horse. Yeah, like a genie. Like a magic rug. Or a broomstick. Or a witch.
Could you enchant a living creature with that, or only a...
No, it'll only work on non-living creatures.
So you could kill a creature and enchant it, though.
You could fly around on a corpse. That is a possibility.
That'd be fun.
It would be.
Why is Bubbles not flying around on a dead horse?
Because the horse would be limp. And if, like,
It'd be letting it look hilarious, though.
a dead pony. Or like a stuffed pony. A phony pony, if you will.
Phony pony.
oh, that's intense.
That was punny.
So,
Got a phony pony. Anyway.
smells good stuff.
Punny.
Anyways, so do you guys accept the mission?
Sure.
Or the merchant work?
course.
Mercenary work?
Yeah, I'll go.
Alright, so
I'm good.
A
Well,
grand
what's the...
time.
What is the pay for this? Out of curiosity.
you're going to be part of... Your party is going to be part of the 6 shadow teams that they're going to be sending out to do this. If it succeeds, you're going to be getting like 5,000 gold pieces per shadow team, essentially.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It shouldn't be too bad, but for the sheer amount of what they're hoping happens, you're going to be getting a lot for it. You might, depending on what you do, they might reward you more too. They say that. They tell you that they've got a plan set out to do this. There's about 7 different orcish armies being led by different war bosses. Each of the different shadow teams is going to enter into each of the different armies. You're going to be given a talisman that'll enchant you, essentially, to the form of an orc, so you can pass off as an orc and it'll last like a month and a half, essentially, is how long it'll last. They don't imagine it will take you too long to do this. Your goal here, the kobolds are currently very understaffed. Like, this should have roughly 2,500 kobolds in this place, and there's only about 700 kobolds manning the fort right now due to the previous assault. And with about 5,000 orcs attacking, usually they'd be like, well, let's just retreat, but they came up with this plan as a race, essentially, to convince these orcs that there's not going to be enough kobolds for each of them to fight, and the fact that orc society is based all around fighting, and they're so darn stupid. They're hoping that you can cause infighting, and hopefully you'll be able to kill off the majority of these armies. And that's their overall plan. They're going to offer you guys any of the 7 armies that's attacking you that you can target. There's the Gork army, Mork army, then there's 5 chieftain armies.
Okay.
You guys can choose which one to engage to shadow team it up.
What are you guys thinking?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Might be safer to not mess with either Gork or Mork if there's other armies that don't involve them. That's all I'm thinking. But, yeah.
Now,
How many
just
armies did you
because
say there were?
there's 7 attacking orcish army. Technically, there's 5 orcish army and 2 squig armies, which are pretty much based like really young orcs.
Okay. Which one are the... Okay. Alright. The Mork army. There we go.
So what did that roll mean?
Yeah. I was rolling for which army,
Oh, okay.
since none of us seem to be able to decide.
Alright, so he marks down on paper, and then he sets you up. He approves of your whole party. They take you to the back room. They start fitting you for the trinket, essentially. They've already got it made. They bring it out, and they equip you with the trinket, actually. It magically binds to you for a while, so it can't just be dislodged by nonsense.
Alright.
And you guys are given the form of orcs.
Now we look like the orcs.
Like the orcs. Any weapons that you guys are carrying are also going to be disguised as just basic orcish war clubs or war bows.
Sweet.
War crossbows. as well. They give you a brief detail. One of them asks you know how to talk like an orc, right?
Hello, I am an orc.
That sounded like
That was
soup.
good.
Oh,
They probably wouldn't fall for that.
Well, the kobold says that is exactly right. Nothing more than one syllable, if you can help it.
hello, I am an orc. It was too, like,
Hello,
Maybe-
I'm an orc.
distinguished of a voice, though.
Well, I did the
It was
voice on
too
purpose.
distinguished. He says they say they'd like you to leave as soon as possible. The other shadow teams are already 3 of them are already en route, to be honest. 2 of them are coming in, being picked, actually. Other kobolds will be able to tell that you're under the illusion because
Your magic.
magical attunement. So you won't have to worry about that. They ask you if there's anything you would need before setting off.
Trying to think. There's nothing. Do you guys think of anything we might need?
No.
No. Alright. They show you a giant. The kobold that you originally talked to, that was at the desk, guides you to the outside of the castle. And he stops and he creates a magical image in front of you of a specific ward, or a totem, so to say. And he shows you, this is Mork's ward. This is the army that you're designated to infiltrate. You know the plan? He shakes his head up and down, staring at you guys.
Yes, we're supposed to go in disguised as orcs and inspire infighting.
Exactly. With that, he orders the gate to open. Because they're pressed for time, that's why it was so rushed, in case you guys were wondering.
That's fine.
And they say they brush you off. They don't brush you off. They wave you guys off. As you guys exit, or do you guys have anything else you need in town before you exit?
No.
I would like to buy a mule
I'd like to buy a mule.
with a
They-
pack saddle.
Don't
Unless-
want you to take any animals because orcs
okay.
are. They don't even use animals. Like, if they need to pull something, they just tie more orcs to pull it. Like,
What?
Okay,
Oh, poor Mondar.
That's funny.
they offer to stable your animals as well, obviously. So, is there anything else?
No,
No.
I don't think so.
So, they let you exit the gate. The east gate.
So does that mean
Oh.
we can see what this thing is?
Yeah.
What's that thing?
Alright, so as you exit the gate, if you look over to your left,
Ooh, it says
there is a big, pretty well dusted, pretty well destroyed stone body, about 70 feet long, so double the height of these walls that they've got erected,
Whoa.
and its right arm is a massive, long, very pointy cylindrical point. It's very magical emanating. Like, even without magical, you can see just magic oozing from it. As you pass by it, you can also see there's giant scorch marks where the ground, like the dirt itself, had been pretty much turned into obsidian from a massive heat wave. And there's a few of them in the battlefield this way. You'll notice if you look behind you that this side of the wall is completely covered black from what you can only imagine was fire. And it's like literally there's nothing on this side of the wall that's not been scorched by fire. Anyways.
So you're saying that if we were wondering how much more black it could be, the answer is not black?
No, it's pretty much just everything is charred that you can see except for maybe the top side of this.
Alright. That's spooky.
I'll try and get a picture for that thing. Somebody deleted all my pictures recently. Literally, they deleted all my pictures for this.
How dare they?
It ticks me off because I had some good pictures.
Were they on a map?
No, it was in another subfolder, but it wasn't you, it was somebody else. It was in a online directory, and then somebody deleted it. It's like...
Oh, okay. So it wasn't in Roll20?
No.
Oh.
If you want to see what it actually looks like, I can't save this image apparently, but that thing is what this looks like, just a little bit more dead. And laying down.
Oh, Magic the Gathering.
Oh, like a
that's
golem or something?
Essentially, yeah. You can roll for common knowledge to know what it is if you want. Pretty much everybody get a -2 on that, except for the bard.
I have failed horribly.
So Nissa would not know. Richie would not know.
Dang it.
Amanda would know. Anyways. We've still got about 30 or 22 minutes if you guys want to continue.
Yeah, I'll continue. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll continue.
Alright, so back to the world map. I'm surprised I was able to find the same picture. I'm really glad I was able to find the actual picture. Whoa, thanks.
Yeah, making a forest map.
Whoa. So you guys are here. The Orcish army is about right here, actually. It's pretty easy to intercept them if you try.
Right, yeah.
So I'm not even going to make you roll for that. There's a few orc outriders that pick you up. They don't really see you guys as like big orcs, so they pretty much let me do something real fast, just for the name. That's not even the right name. I don't care. As you are encountered by these orcs,
Orcs.
one of them passes by and yells at you. This sentence.
Squigs.
Alright, alright.
Let's do it. This is not Gork or Mork's banner, if you guys are looking. Do you look for that, actually? I guess.
Yeah, I probably would, since that's what we're going for.
If you do notice it, you notice that this is definitely not the same picture or the same banner, war totem, as Mork's. What do you do? You guys are silent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we do nothing but watch.
Alright. The
The vacant look in our face.
Yeah. Just
they
this,
don't even
like,
question
derp.
it. They just accept the vacant look. This orc war party passes by pretty fast. Takes them about an hour and a half for all of them to get past you. How are you guys gonna find the other parties? The other war parties?
Could I use tracking at all?
I mean, this literally like
Or not?
2,000 orcs just passed by you, so
I'm good at tracking though. Oh dang! I was hoping I'd roll like like a 1 and be like, I'm awesome. No.
you see a bunch of orc tracks in front of you.
Missa nods knowingly.
Yeah, all right. It's about right.
No, don't say.
idea.
I texted you.
What?
Oh, nothing.
Alright, so where?
Roll me a perception if you guys would.
That would be great. That is terrible.
Everybody roll it.
That's only 1 higher than my perception. Damn, I almost made it. Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, if you
if
click
you guys
on your
need,
token, yeah, there's a button for it now.
Right, yeah. Duh.
Where's the button?
Click on your
Oh.
token, and it's all the way to the right of the buttons. It's called Roll Perception. It's in
Yeah.
alphabetical order.
How can I click on the token? Or
your token's down here.
oh, way down at the bottom. Okay.
Oh yeah, we do
Wait a
just
minute.
have a roll perception.
Did we lose the Steve's token?
It's on another page that I don't know.
Let's
I
see.
was in the middle of-
Players. What's his name?
Richie.
Yeah, Richie.
Richie. There we go. So you're right
Oh, there
here.
you go.
That's nice.
These are to the side.
No bubbles.
There's There's Migu and Street Shark.
Yeah.
You know, I heard they're pretty jawsome.
Oh my god! Are
Oh,
you serious?
punny.
Wow.
Well, that
Very
was
funny.
literally the slogan. I watched
Yeah,
that
I know.
back
Yeah,
in the day. Yeah,
yeah, in the 90s.
it was so terrible and so good.
Right? Love it.
Awesome.
Their enemy's name are so creative. Calamari. It's like,
Yeah, the Street Shark's kind of an in joke.
well,
So
with that
only
roll,
two of you wanted to roll perception?
with that roll, because I got a 6. What does that mean?
I rolled
Um,
and got this.
Did you roll perception off your token?
Oh no, I didn't do that. I'm assuming I
Okay.
should do that.
I mean, it'd be underneath your perception, so I'll accept the roll. Richie can hear or see dust coming from the north from what he could assume would be another orc party.
Say that one more time because the mic was weird.
You can see off in the distance dust from another war party, but it's to the north quite a ways.
So I believe there's another orc party up to the north quite a ways.
Uh-oh. I hope they don't eat us.
Should we go and check and see if they're the one we're looking for?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
Sounds good.
Alright, so you go to the north. You guys find it pretty easy. Obviously, you don't even have to roll to track Dust Cloud for roughly 3,000 orcs. Eventually, you'll find the war totem. There's 4 of them in this group. 4 war totems that are displayed pretty prominently every now and then. It's pretty easy to find it. Do you start traveling with them, or
Did you say it was the right war totem?
there's yes, one of them is.
Oh, yeah. Then yeah, we would do that, I'd assume. This is going to, since that was what
Alright.
we're here for.
So you start following them. Do you follow them throughout the day? Do you do anything at all? What's your plan?
Let's see. How do we want to go about this? Guys.
Should we follow them back to their base? And then start the infighting there?
Do they even have a base?
They're marching. They'll make camp every 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, let's get them to make camp, I suppose. And then start the infighting when they camp.
It's going to take them 2 days to stop their march. Just so you know.
How is that a whale?
I can't tell what
Is
it
there a
is.
whale?
Shark.
Oh, sure. Is
What
that
do you
gonna?
guys-
Is it a street shark?
How close is that
Trying
gonna
to
end up
make it a
getting
street
us
shark.
to the kobolds?
Well, 9 days. They'll be 7 days out at that point.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. If it, yeah, because we don't want them to get too close. But that's yeah, we'll have them travel with them. I'll make camp.
All right. So they make camp. Is that what you were building the forest for? Or was this just
yeah.
a random forest?
This is this is any random temperate forest you want to use. I didn't know if you wanted a jungle like the last one or not.
The rest of the planet is pretty much just not Sahara, but savanna deserts, like a mix between a rocky wasteland and a savanna desert.
So it's all
And occasionally you
tropical.
get mountains. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay.
I hear somebody wiggling. I think
Huh?
that's the washer. Washer.
Not me.
It's the washer.
What's happening here? Why is it doing this?
What?
It was moving pages on me for no reason.
Oh, I just created a new page so I can make a jungle.
It was something else. It's apparently I have to use specific keystrokes on this item. Alright, so the orcs make their war camp 2 days after you guys find them. They're probably going to camp for about 16 hours and then pick back up.
Alright. I suppose we should work on getting some infighting going. However, we're gonna want to do that.
The camps do break into, like, the different war parties break into different camps. To the north of your guys, of Morks, there's Gork's camp. Beneath that are the 2 other war camps that you are traveling with.
Alright, what do you guys think? Any smart ideas?
And my mouse just died.
Oh,
You have a trackpad.
Yeah, I'll have to use that, but it's a pain.
Yeah.
nobody has any ideas?
Maybe we should just walk around and see how the orcs act towards each other.
Well, we've had 2 days of traveling with them to get some basic ideas.
Yeah.
The orcs are not overly friendly even to each other.
So would spreading pretty terrible lies about one another cause conflict?
Probably a small fight, yeah. Occasionally you'll hear a few orcs talking about how the last time they went up against the Kobold Fortress, the Kobolds won. Managed to wipe them out pretty fiercely.
Are there any
They're excited about it.
Are there any significant differences between the orcs? Like, are there some that are brown and some that are green? Or, like, are there some that have, like, hair that's on their heads and some have hair on their faces? Or do some have big ears and some have little ears or anything like that?
For the most part, they're pretty similar. Their hair changes minutely. It's not a very intense thing. The biggest thing you'll notice is a lot of the orcs are bigger. Like, they're anywhere from 4 foot tall to there's even some 10 foot tall orcs. Occasionally you'll see an orc fight just in the group. Their weapons are varied from war clubs to really low-level swords, like the cheapest looking functional sword you can imagine. A few war hammers that are essentially rocks tied to bricks. Occasionally you'll see large crossbows, ballistas. As far as ways to tell the orcs apart, their clothing is just ragtag, however they can get it on. I don't know, did I answer your question?
Yeah, I guess. They're all just pretty much the same. They're all
They are very similar.
Equal amounts of shitty.
Yeah, essentially. Essentially.
So they're separated into different groups, not in just one big camp?
Yeah, there's 4 different camps in this war party. And
Is it possible to steal something valuable from one and make it seem like one of the other groups stole it, causing conflict between those two?
Is it possible?
I mean, it's possible, but I don't know if it would cause necessarily a big fight.
Can I go to? Can we observe? What is it, Mork? Like see him
From
and
work.
see what he's doing. What if he has anything?
Mork is inside of the chieftain tent up at the front of the war party. There's no, like, it is the very closest one towards Panda's Call. It's a rather large tent. There's not really guards around it or anything, if you were looking at that.
Okay.
Plans?
Planes.
I can't think of anything at the moment, and I'm gonna have to go here. So
Alright.
you guys can try to figure stuff out without me if you want. But
Is the objective to turn them against each other?
How far
Yes.
away
Yeah.
are the war camps from each other?
Oh, they end probably about every 300 yards is between them. See you later, Amanda.
The best way I can think of is somehow find out how to divide them. Maybe observe them, maybe find out what they think is valuable, mess with that, or make up lies about someone who is higher up in rank that they're going to do something and turn against the people, or the orcs, as you call it.
Well, I say one of them's gonna try to kill all the kobolds. Won't be any left for the rest of us. I mean, that seems like the best course of action with the fucking orcs. But I don't know.
Well, you guys have to make a decision. I'm the GM, not the player. What's your...
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I think we should possibly find out how to turn them against each other.
Can I
Yeah.
just draw what? So there's a they have the symbol for their camp, right?
Mhm.
Can I just like draw that on my rock?
Do what? Draw
can
it on your rock?
I see, like, yeah. Can I
I mean,
like if I can see like Gork's thing and just draw it on my rock?
yeah, you can.
Okay. Alright, is there any like how well observed is like Mork's was he in a tent or what?
Yeah, he's inside of a giant tent, like carnival tent.
Okay. So I suppose would I be able to get up there without fucking being seen?
I mean, you could...
Yeah.
These orcs aren't really looking at too much at you.
Okay.
As you travel through the camp, occasionally you'll have somebody yell "squig" at you.
Is an insult. Is it possible to make the leader think that there's going to be a revolt, and so he goes
Sure.
like out of his mind or something?
So I'm gonna take the rock that I drew Gork's symbol on and just like chuck it into the tent as hard as I can. Do I need to roll for that? Should I roll?
Let's see. You'll hear from the tent. Somebody yells out,
Why Gork Rock here?
I'm gonna see if you manage to do something else.
Sounds super intelligent.
Let's go rock.
Why, Gork Rock here?
For some reason, I just
You're
picture in
also-
my head, like, why? It's like, why Gork Rock here? Just some stuff like that. Like he's a businessman, but a really dumb businessman.
Oh goodness. Let's see.
Everybody.
What are other responses? No, they haven't started that yet here. Okay, the rock gets in there, and you hear one of them yell, "Why Gork Rock here?" Essentially. And then you hear some mumbling afterwards, but nobody yelling.
Hello, everyone. Why Gork Rock here?
Well, that sounds like a name too. It just like an introduction.
Just a new genre of music, Gork Rock.
That would actually work.
Anyway, let's see. Dang it. I was hoping to hit somebody with it.
So what's the guy's name who he chucked a rock at, or she chucked a rock at?
He just randomly threw a rock into Mork's tent.
Yes. We're at Mork's place, and I threw a Gork Rock in there. Okay.
So, do you guys just stand around outside the tent after that, or?
Well, is that his main reaction to it?
I'm gonna.
Yeah, it
No.
pretty much ends at that point.
We can
Okay.
we can go around to the back of the tent and see what happens.
Are we able to kind of like listen on to conversation if he happens to be having one?
Yeah.
And do you roll for that, or?
Depends on how far away you are. If, considering there's quite a bit of racket because it's an orc camp and they are rackety. If you get inside the tent, I won't make you guys have to do a listen check or anything like that, but if you stay outside the tent,
I'll probably stay outside.
do a listen check.
And how is that performed?
Inside of your character sheet, there is a thing near your rogue skills. There should be a listen check.
There's pound check. I'm assuming, or pound checks. I'm assuming it's that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would work too, yeah.
And it's
Ooh, it's exploding crap on my property.
ability, skill, or proficiency. I think it's ability.
Yeah. Are you trying to do like a stat check?
I was gonna do the listen thing.
Oh, that's a skill. If you're doing detect noise, that's a skill check. So it's under skills.
There's no modifier, I take it.
No, there's no modifier at this distance.
Yeah, modifiers are usually if you have a
Yay,
tool of
0
some
successes.
kind, like a ear cone or like a stethoscope or something.
You guys are not able to listen into Mork's conversation.
Dang, I wanted to hear more broken English.
Let me do something.
Let's see.
How far are we from this said tent?
You're standing right up next to it. You were trying to listen into it.
Okay, so just like we're standing right outside.
Hmm. Occasionally you hear quite an uproar. Every now and then you'll hear somebody say, stuff like that.
Hit him more!
For the board.
You guys just gonna continue standing on the outside of this tent?
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna go around to the back of it.
This is a pretty tent.
Can I go to the side of it?
Yeah, you can go anywhere around this tent you want.
I'll go to the side of it.
You're on the other side of the tent. What's your plan now?
Maybe we should lure someone over here. Try throwing a rock at that guy over there.
I'm out of rocks.
Pick one up off the ground.
I guess I can pick a rock up off the ground and chuck it at somebody.
You have found a
Where-
dandelion.
Where are you? Where are we throwing the rock?
That didn't work very well.
And this is just a randomly generated terrain that you made right here?
Yeah.
You didn't have to place any of these down, you made a little system to make it.
I copied and pasted the base thing, and then I randomly rolled what they look like. But I'm deleting a lot of them because...
Yeah, I mean, they're a little bit...
They don't look very good, like... The fallen tree branch looks like garbage.
Sure. So, you guys are still just chilling on the outside of the tent?
Am I able to try a detect a noise check again?
Usually things like that are once per, like, attempt.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Like, you pretty much won't be able to do that again until something big changes.
I was just gonna, while close to the tent, yell that Gork says Mork is squig.
That's...
That's a way.
So you do that?
Yeah.
Alright, let me roll for...
Saying Mork is squig.
All of a
Gork
sudden,
hurt deal. That's gonna be bad.
Gork hurt Mork.
you,
Okay, what's going on?
it's really funny. Just give me a second.
Wait, something really funny is gonna happen.
Sorry, I've got to add a so that I can write it out. Changes. All of a sudden, from inside the tent, you hear the noise inside dies down. There was quite a bit of noise inside. And you hear somebody yell out. And then you hear a big clump and another clump, and it's getting closer to your side of the tent.
Oh no.
Clump. Clump.
I'm gonna step away from the tent somewhat.
Somewhat? You're
I'm
just
gonna get
stepping
out
away
of-
from it?
Farther.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of view.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go. Go where I can be
Clump.
seen.
So, he gets to the edge of the tent, and he says, again, he yells, and you just hear pretty much nothing.
Hey, this could be a good opportunity to turn them against each other. Putting that out there.
You hear a few or you don't hear anything. Eventually, Mork
Sorry, I just killed this is the white Gork Rock here, really.
he steps out after he takes a few looks around. And he just kind of stares for a moment, looking around to see if he can see anything.
Wonder if we should give him an answer.
At this point, he's going to... How far did you guys get, do you think? Maybe 10, 20 feet, I would guess?
Probably something like that.
Yeah.
With the time we had.
He's going to stop, and in his... Now, this thing is like 15 feet tall, just so you know.
Yeah.
Morg is 15 feet tall. He points at your guys' general direction. He doesn't even point at an individual.
Okay.
Okay, so he
I-
knows or not?
Yeah, he pointed.
He pointed at
I-
the general
I-
direction
I
of
sort
you
of
guys.
sort of look at him for a little bit, and then say, "Yes."
I can't do the voices justice.
Um.
Oh.
Who say this? Who say it? You Squig, you hear long? You say something? You hear someone say something?
Oh my god, that's wonderful.
Yeah,
That
it
is
is.
perfect. Absolutely perfect.
That's awesome. I say orcs say something about Squig and then run and point towards one of the other camps. hope this fucking works. 'Cause I got nothing else, guys. Gonna fucking die, I know it.
Mork's gonna follow your pointing at whatever camp it is. What camp did you choose? Like, there's a north and there's two that are south of you.
One of the ones south. Oh.
You hear him say this, and then he hits the ground once with his right hand, and then he looks over at his tent, and he sees one of the poles there holding it up, and he just grabs it, rips it from the tent, and starts walking towards the other camp, carrying the giant piece of lumber.
Okay. Well, that did something.
You guys gonna do anything else?
I'm gonna wait for. I'm gonna see how far he goes. See if anybody follows him or anything else.
You hear laughing from inside the tent, orc laughter. It's terrible. It is terrible. So, yeah, pretty much. It's a good orc laugh. And a few of the orcs that were around you guys immediately just pick up whatever war club, war axe, whatever they've got, and they start following him across towards the big ol' other camp. And that's what's happening at the moment.
So, is the whole camp moving or just a few?
Yeah, are
Just
there any
a few.
stragglers?
One of them grabs a hold of one of you and says, "You squig, fight more." And he starts ushering you towards it.
Okay.
Then he lets go, and then he starts following Mork. Or Mork.
I guess I'd go to the rest of the camp. Um.
Yeah.
Nanu. God damn it. I was hoping there wasn't going to be one of those.
So I take it most of them have left, but you said there's some stragglers still back?
Out of approximately the 1,300 orcs that were in the camp, only about 50 to 60 of them went with Mork.
So we're in a jungle, right?
It's a Saharan plain.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to try to get the other orcs to go.
I was hoping there'd be less, because then wouldn't there be stuff you could take? Does that make sense?
You have not seen orc loot yet.
Yeah.
Is that saying it's good or bad, the loot?
I
I guess it depends.
It's useless.
Savannah, right?
Yeah, it's in Savannah.
I'm gonna. Which camp was he going towards, by the way?
It was the one you pointed at.
Can I see
You'd probably have been able to hear by now that the war chief of that clan was Grom.
Okay. Grom?
Grom.
Okay.
You just let him walk out?
I mean, I'm gonna let him go. I guess I want to try to get the other orcs to go too.
Is after about 20 minutes, he's reached the other party, and you can hear him yell faintly from here, actually, but and then you hear like the sound of a tree cracking in the distance.
Should we investigate?
I'm gonna yell fight and point towards the camp, point towards there. See if I can.
Just the word fight?
Yeah, fight. Like fight, go fight, and point, and just head off that direction. Grab.
So
See if I can get.
you get quite a few more orcs
I follow
that
along
are
as well.
interested in this. Oh.
So this is some savannah.
Yeah. How many more orcs?
I don't have to whisper that. You could safely say over 100 more orcs decide to go at least watch the fight.
All right. Well, that's something.
Anything else you're gonna do? I should say that you guys are like dead tired. You've literally not had time to rest
Yeah.
since you joined up with the party, with the orcish war party. And it is a war party. Party in the war.
Yes, we probably should rest.
I agree.
So is it that savannah where there's giraffes and stuff, where they're eating stuff off of trees? Like there's trees all over the place, or is it just?
Yeah, there's trees spread out every now and then. It's pretty dry in this little area right here. From about here to here, it's a pretty dry savanna, so there's less trees. Then once you cross it, it becomes more trees. Then there's jungle across pretty much from here to here. Then swamplands. And then as you get farther down, it gets to be more and more temperate
Okay.
unless you hit the Hashmalarian area, which is a desert. Like pretty much anything below this giant white block would be a desert. A plain out rocky wasteland. You guys find a camp or a tent to sleep in, or Sleep on the ground. What?
Just sleep on the ground. Yes.
I'll sleep on the ground too.
All right. About 7, 8, 9 hours pass, and I'm gonna say that you guys probably wake up about that time because you
So
were
about
dead
like
tired.
this. Is that what it should sound like?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's good. It's all running on it. Impressive planes. Good. So, as you wake up, you hear orc war horns again. War horns and war drums going off, and you see most of the orcs just pick up whatever it is that they've been sleeping on, any tents that they've got, and they're putting it all up.
Yeah.
Do you guys do anything? Do you look for anything, or
How is the Grome's camp over there doing?
if you look at it, you can see like the entire western portion of it. Like if there were tents, there's just a bunch of broken tents. There's a bunch of dead orcs, like probably 300 or 400 just dead orcs around the ground. But for the most part, they're packing up as well and heading out.
It didn't do that much.
It did something at least.
Oh yeah. Not what we anticipated though.
Yeah, good enough.
Better than nothing, but it could have been better.
So you guys let the Orcish Horde or War Party start traveling?
I'm gonna head over to. I don't know. Yeah, I guess.
The War Party begins to walk forward or march forward. They march a full 3 days is what they're planning on marching. On the second day, I'm going to have you guys roll me constitution checks to see if you're able to...
That means
This
you need
is
that.
good.
Where is it? Is that where you click on your
Yeah, I could have done that. I didn't think about that. I keep forgetting.
What's it under again?
It'd be checks and then abilities, I believe. Right? Yeah.
For Constitution. Right?
The ability skill proficiency.
Yes,
It'd be-
Constitution.
Oh yeah. Richie's gonna get 1 point of fatigue.
Oh yeah.
Who's next? Aloysius? Does Aloysius want to make a check for us?
Here's a better one.
Better one? Better one what? Ah.
Better ambience. It has cicadas.
Yeah. That fits the planes more. I'm gonna have Lucius make a Constitution check for fatigue.
So
I
0
don't
was
know if
good.
that's a thing in second edition, but it'll be. Or did he already make it?
Aloysius needs to roll what?
Oh, you rolled a Constitution check against fatigue for walking in 2 days straight, and there will be another day after that
Okay.
for everybody to roll.
Okay. Con. Checks. Ability. Con. Ooh.
Lucius has 1 fatigue. Alright, and everybody roll again for the next day,
Okay.
since orcs are super hyped up for the battle.
Man. Can't buy a con check.
Which one is it under again? In checks?
Yeah, checks and then ability, and then you just type in the letter C and it will go straight to con. And then hit enter.
And I still succeeded.
There you go.
Alright,
I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
so
Looks like my internet is sorted itself out, but I'll be right back.
they camp on the 3rd day again, but you can see Panda's Col from here. Like, you can literally see it from here. They're at their siege camp, essentially.
Yeah, okay. How far is Gork's camp from here?
They've only camped about 200 meters this time.
Okay. I'm gonna head over there.
Gonna head to Gork's chain.
Yeah. Try to get up to that town.
Alright, you're able to head into Mork's camp? Gork's camp.
Yeah, Gork's camp.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I just had to take a break.
Welcome back.
Alright, what do I need
Nissa
to...
decided to head into Gork's camp.
Yeah. And now, how's the tent? The tent, his tent. Gork's
Gork is not in a tent. He's inside of a wooden palisade that they've been putting up.
tent. Is there any way I can look into it, or what?
Yeah, it's not a very well-made palisade. You could look into it pretty easily. It's about the size of the circus tent. And he's got a big old chair in the middle.
Alright, same deal, I guess. I'm gonna... Well, okay, I'm gonna light a grenade, yell that Mork says that Gork is a squig, and then throw it in and run.
Hey, give me a D100.
D100? Yeah, I got
Yeah.
you. 48.
Alright, so your grenade lands. And... Let's see... As it explodes, you hear one orc yell out in pain. And then, of course, You hear him yell that. But he's actually, and you hear more stomp, 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 right towards you. Stomp, 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 stomp.
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah, I'm
You're
choosing to take off and hide.
Yeah.
I have the wooden palisade set up on the Tropical Plains map, if you wanted to.
Oh.
It's about the size
Yeah.
of a palisade, or pavilion tent, you said.
I don't see it. Oh, now I see it. Yeah. Then there's tents in pretty much
Okay.
like the crappy orc tents.
Yeah, the skin tint.
Pretty much like that, yeah.
Like a yurt.
That's a better tent than I'd gotten. And again, most of them are on this side. Gork's palisade. Closest thing to Panda's Cole. About this time, not this far, but in about another 500 meters, you'll start to see scorch marks, and there's a lot of them. So, as you do this, as Mork, is it Mork or is this one? This one's Gork.
This is Gork.
Gork reaches the palisade, and he's even taller than Mork by about 2 feet, so he's about 17 feet tall.
Where are the scorch marks?
Scorch marks are over here,
Ah,
and it's like massive,
like that?
yeah. And there's a line, like there's a few lines that just go like that or that, but they're always
Oh, okay. They are long scorch marks.
like somebody just had a laser and they just beamed it across the field. That's essentially what happened. Yeah.
Excuse me.
So, Gork reaches the palisade. Yeah, it's just about perfect. And you hear him say,
First, not enough. Kobolds, now Mork says I squig. Oh, I see. First, not enough kobolds, now Mork says I squig. Mork not going to get fight kobold. He fight me, then more kobold for us.
he raises up his arm and he sorry. And he really is saying it like this. He's great with his phonetics.
Let's get clear way for more for us.
the orcs around you are cheering at this point, and then Gork lifts up a big old palisade club, because he can do that. These are rather skinny trees for the savannah. And then he just kind of climbs over the wall, and he waits for enough of his orcs to get around, and then he just starts marching off towards Mork's camp.
Yay.
About this time, well, not about this time, do you guys do anything else? Most of the orcs have gone with Gork.
Where are the other camps?
The other camps are to the south. Take you about 30 minutes to reach the south, either of the two south camps.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and go there.
Alright. After about 30 minutes walking, you can hear a ton of orc slaughter happening behind you.
Oh dear. Well, that's good. That's what we wanted.
So I just added an orc monster to the monster card, or monster cards. So you can just click and drag, and hopefully that will work. Yep, there it is. Okay. And then if you copy that, you can put them wherever you want to, and then if you right-click all of them, it will assign random appearances. So that looks like this. You can copy, paste, 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 and then select all of them. And you right-click, and then where it says multi-sided, you click on random side, and it chooses random orcs for you. And whatever weapons they have apparent is what they have, because like their weapons are all on the character sheet. So
It's really cool.
Okay.
Wow, that's really cool.
it makes it really easy to do, random encounters with whatever. And I basically just gave you the most complicated one. Orcs are the worst because they have so many weapons. It's crazy.
Nice. Really cool. What do you guys do after you reach the next camp, which is looking at the other camp
Does
pretty
it have,
intensely?
is it like a tent or what for the chieftain?
This one doesn't even have a tent up. This was Grom's camp, and then it doesn't have a tent up for his chieftain anymore.
Let's see. I'm going to. Let's see. What do I want to do?
About the time you reach this camp, there will be another group of about 7 orcs approach you.
Okay.
And there's pretty much no orcs around these orcs. These are really small orcs that you see, actually.
Ah, yes.
And they approach you, and they say, "Good work." What are you doing over here? What's your plan over here?
So I was, mostly just kind of getting out of the way of all this.
Alright.
Because I don't want to be involved in that between those two guys.
Okay. In the not normal orcish tone.
Gorkish.
This orc will say,
Well, we are still working on this. If you would mind help spread the rumor, we should have this camp fighting in no time.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. That sounds good to me too.
at that point, that group starts walking back into the main camp, into their camp, into Grom's camp. And you can hear them randomly integrate into other orcs, instigating them.
Yeah.
Like I said, do the same.
You guys just do the same. You guys want to roll charisma for me?
Oh, fuck.
You'll get like +4 modifier against orcs because they are that stupid.
So hold up. How does one do this exactly too?
I don't have my token.
You've
It's an
got
ability score again.
You gotta drop your token onto the board. So if you click on players, and then find your character, if you literally mouse
Click and
over,
drag.
mouse over your character's name, and then click and drag onto the board, and it will drop the token. Yep.
Oh, sweet. Oh, whoops.
So is this one under checks?
Yeah,
Mhm.
checks, and then ability, and then you're gonna want to type in CH.
So we said +4.
Oh, was it +4? I didn't get my.
Yeah, it's +4 to make it easier.
Okay.
Miscellaneous
You
modifier.
guys want
Yeah, for the miscellaneous modifier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put
Hey, I
4.
made it. Woohoo!
So you put +4 on that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
+4. Ooh, dang.
+4 is supposed to be helpful, right? On these.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah,
I've
yeah,
got
yeah.
that
That's
right.
why.
Alright.
Why a natural 20 is bad. So he just rolled a natural 20, which
Yeah.
on a check is
So-
bad because on checks you want to roll low.
So, Richie, as you enter into one of the orc pods, so to say, and start to spread the rumor that there's not enough kobolds for them to fight, assumingly that's the rumor you go with, the rumor they were talking about.
Yeah.
They believe you, but they get a little bit too carried away with it, and they one of them immediately jumps on to the other one and starts to pound his head in with a rock on the ground, and the entire group just takes but a second, and you have one orc trying to attack you. Just
Am I able to run,
Right.
or do I have to confront?
he's about he's point blank, and it's kind of a surprise round. I'll give you, because I don't think you were expecting that at all, were you?
No.
You
Yeah.
could roll for it. There is a surprise roll.
Yeah,
It's,
I was about to
It's a
ask
D10.
that.
Click on your person and
Well, I mean, the DM has to roll it because we're not supposed to know the die roll. But it's a D10 roll for both parties, so our party and their party, and then 1 through 3 is surprise, but it's adjusted by your dexterity reaction adjustment. So if you have +1 to your dexterity reaction adjustment, you would the DM will tell you you will need a +1 to not be surprised, or a +2 or whatever. And then there's also the alertness proficiency that adds +1 to your dex reaction modifier if you succeed an alertness check, but I doubt anybody has it. And I didn't take it.
So as long as they roll above a 3, they're fine? Is that what I got out of that?
Yeah, but you're supposed to roll it for them, for both parties. Because it's actually possible for both parties to be surprised.
Yeah.
Which is funny, because you just stand there for a minute, like, looking at each other with derpy looks on your faces, like, what? What the hell just happened? And then you draw swords.
Well, at about this time, the closest orc to you seems dazed, but you're actually on the ball, so to say, if you wanted to do something.
So I'd be able to get out of line of sight and hide.
You can try.
I'll try for that.
Alright, as you start to run, the orc yells at that. The orc that was gearing up for you yells that as you run away.
Squigs no hide. We fight.
And then he pounds his chest a few times, and then he gets tackled from one of them on the side.
Squigs.
So that was a bit of fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you guys keep continuing to do this a while. I'm not gonna make you roll for more than what you've already done.
Right.
It takes about 2 hours for this orcish war party to get armed and to charge at the other two that are already fighting. But they do end up doing that eventually.
Awesome.
Only pretty much 30 orcs stay behind that aren't fighting. Most of them don't have arms or legs or something like that at the moment. So, you guys are standing in pretty much an abandoned camp with a group of really short orcs and a few unarmed orcs. Literally.
I guess we're done here, pretty much.
I would say so. It would seem like it at least.
So unless we're gonna help with the other camps.
The really small orcs pass by you and say that they're heading back, and then they wave.
You guys want to keep doing this? Or, I mean, I think we've done actually more than what we were asked to do.
I would agree.
Yeah, maybe we should go back and see if they believe that we have completed our task.
Yeah, because we're gonna get too tired if we keep at this. So I say we go back.
Hopefully they believe us.
Yeah.
That's great.
So, back to Panda's Col, which is roughly half a day's walk at this point.
Why Gork Rock here? This kills me.
So my name probably disappeared, but it's because I'm rejoining as player.
Sir, and then we get back to Panpool.
So, you guys take about half a day to travel back to Panda's Col. You're sleep deprived for 3 days at this point.
Ooh. That's rough.
Yeah. Do you guys do anything else, or do you find a bunk immediately? Or what? What is your plan?
I want to report back in.
Sounds best to
first.
do that first, just to
Yeah.
get it, done with.
Do you report back in?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
The officer says, "Good." You report to the same guy, I assume, in the
Yeah.
castle. I don't know why we're on this screen, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Bam. So,
That's him.
you head into there. The kobolds are pretty happy. At this point, as you walk into the keep, your little orc talisman towers down, essentially, and you no longer look like orcs,
Thank goodness.
or squigs as they call it. We're calling you. The kobold at the desk gets up and he greets you. He says, "We've received a few reports about your efforts. If you want to stick around for a few days, we'll make sure everything's worked out perfectly."
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
We're probably going to want to sleep.
For
Yeah.
a few days.
Yeah.
So he offers you he actually goes to his table and he pulls out a piece of paper. He writes a note on it and he says, "Take this to the local tavern." The tavern, he says. Because there's literally only one tavern in the whole Panda's Cove. And they'll set you up.
So we go to the tavern.
The tavern. It's actually called the tavern here too because they don't have any competition. They don't have to get witty.
I love kobolds.
That's fun.
Is that where you guys are going to the cavern? Tavern.
Dare Tavern.
Their slogan's just like, "We're the only ones, so you might as well come here."
Pretty much. So you enter into
So-
the tavern.
Is this suitable for? Oh, it's never mind. It's destroyed. I think. Yeah, it's destroyed.
That's what it
Panda's
looked like if we sailed.
It look a lot more destroyed than that. Not even from the orcs. But that's meta knowledge.
Panda's
That's
cold.
pretty good.
It's alright.
How about
We did
this?
Ooh, pretty.
Is that
Still
it?
loading.
Oh,
I mean, that's about the layout of one of the main keeps.
oh, okay. One of the buildings inside here.
Yeah, it's the layout of like this thing and this thing. They're mirror images essentially.
Okay.
And awesome. That's good. Occasionally, also, if you're looking at the walls, you'll see giant golden tubes that are aimed at a slant towards this area.
That's interesting.
Nissa can do a knowledge check if she wants for it.
Oops, wrong thing. What kind of knowledge? What do I? Just a
Common knowledge.
one. It's a good roll.
You get that?
Oh, yep.
You guys go to the tavern, I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Oh, that's
take the
interesting.
paper.
Yeah.
They set you up.
Are those gatekeeps in the circles?
Yeah, those are gates.
Okay.
Am I able to get it? Just a second. Yeah. There we go.
Is the
It's
terrain
almost
pretty
perfect.
rocky?
The terrain in front. Oh crap! That was not my intention. The terrain around the wall is actually very smooth because of the way the kobolds made it. They actually shaped the earth itself to use it. They use their
Is it shaped
natural
stone?
stone shape.
Ah, stone.
Yeah,
okay.
it's there we go. And it does have a convex line, like it does go in like so. I've got to use the restroom. I'll be right back, you guys.
All right. I'll be back to it. Ooh. Gotten even more fancy since.
Is that about right or no?
Alright, I'm back. What's going on? I got this. Nice.
Is that stone about right or no? Like
Yeah,
sort of-
it's. It might be a little bit more brownish.
okay.
Other than that, it's.
Like that?
Yeah. That's about perfect. So is everybody back?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, so you guys probably sleep an entire day and a half, I'm guessing.
Give me one sec.
Okay.
I'm still playing the game. Okay. Okay, I'm back.
not how you spell mortar.
Mortar.
Yeah. I misspelled it the first time, and I was like, oh, that's not right. Put a few of these down. Ooh, that disappeared.
But
But I still can't select it.
the cup?
Yeah,
It's because it's
supposed to
behind
be in
it's
mortar.
behind the cliff. Let's see. That's a mortar as in mortar and pestle.
I know, but it looked close enough that I was just gonna be like, yeah, that works.
What you want is probably bombard, I'm guessing. Bombard. One of these here.
Yeah, that'll work. There's about 6 of these inside of Panda's coal. Two of them are inside of the keeps, though. There we go. Alright. It's pretty decent. Okay, I'll delete the badly drawn wall. Are you done with just your second?
What now?
The person who said just a second. I was asking
Oh no,
if they were
yeah,
back.
I'm back. Someone called me.
You gotta say you're back.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise-
I said it. I don't think you guys have, or my mic could have messed up. To be honest,
Yeah, probably. Maybe you were muted
Alright,
also.
that is true. Mine does have Turtle Beach. It's got the. Maybe I bumped into it. Who knows? I will remember to say it. I'll wait for an acknowledgement. That way I know it's acknowledged.
Yeah, that's good.
It's alright. The kobolds, or after a day and a half of just hanging around in the town, there will be, well, there will be a trumpet play. And if you actually, yeah, where will you guys be a day and a half after you go to sleep, rather?
I'll be at the bar, just playing those songs. Yeah.
I shall be listening to the songs.
Yeah, I'll probably stay around the tavern too. So we're all there.
Alright, so that as well. You guys, after a day and a half, you hear a bugle play, or a trumpet play, rather loudly, or multiples in succession across the entire camp. And any soldiers you see inside of the tavern immediately get up and start to exit.
Mm.
I'm gonna check and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll go follow too.
I'll follow,
you-
but behind everybody else.
Alright. As you exit, you'll see that there are very few soldiers on this side, because, I mean, you walk out. And this is only it's a very small fort, so to say. It's a large fort, but it's not quite a city, you know? Yeah, it's about a mile wide across this way. So, anyways, before I got distracted, you'll see most of the soldiers are heading this way, and you'll also note that there are no soldiers heading this way. Do you guys investigate or do anything, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
investigate.
I'm gonna watch. See what's going
I'll
on.
watch.
Alright. Can't seem to select anything. You know, this map looks so much better already. Like, just wonderful.
What's the white blob out in front of that wall to the right?
If you remember, it is this thing, except for dead and laying down.
Oh, okay, yeah, gotcha. That golem looking thing, okay.
I really should find a picture for his new form. Oh. So you guys just watch what happens?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what's going on.
There you go.
Can't believe they deleted it. Did I have that? I found it. We're good. We're golden. We are golden. So, as this happens, you guys can eventually. That's why I couldn't do that. That's just silly of me. And that is much better. Eventually, you see the soldiers line up in a line, and another figure exits the main four up here. If you want to see what he looks like, that is the picture. Or actually, what am I doing? Paste. It should.
Whoa.
It doesn't give me the picture right there.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Hmm.
And who is this?
That is Gathalis, the Dreadnought.
Mm.
If you do you want to do some bardic lore on him?
Sure, yeah. Let's see. Let's roll my token here. Bardic lore. See Bard abilities. Legend lore. Name of the item. What was his name?
Gathalis, the Dreadnought. My bad.
Geth. Dreadnought. Gothalus. Okay. Gothalus. Oh. Nope. No, I don't know a damn thing, and it takes me 5 rounds to perform that too.
Well, anyways, you hear him talking to the rest of the Kobold army. He's telling them that the Orcish army has finally recovered. Their numbers have been dwindled, but they still outnumber them 2-1. And then he orders them to the parapet as the Orcish army is about to attack. Are you guys going to stick around for the Orcish army attack, or are you going to...
Hell yeah, I'm gonna stick around. This is what legends are made of, right here. Oh,
Nice.
goody gumdrops! We're about to see the legend of 5 armies! I mean, the legend of 2 armies!
I've seen that. I don't remember what it is, but I've seen that.
It's the 3rd Hobbit movie.
Yep.
I don't know, but I've... that literal sentence, somebody is... made a video with that.
Oh, really? Goody goody gumdrops?
I'm pretty sure it's Goody Goody Gumdrops.
Oh, that's funny.
The internet, right?
That's like a perfect golem for that.
Yeah. It was the
Like
only one that
that's-
popped up, too.
It's cool. So you guys decide to stick around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So there's about 600 kobold soldiers that get on the wall. About 50 of them are down and around near the cannons. And then there's about another 25 in each fortress that has to stay there. In case you're wondering. Where are you guys gonna go, particularly?
Not sure at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know.
What was the question?
Where are you guys gonna go? What are you gonna do?
I feel pretty safe up here where I'm at. I
I
guess.
would agree.
So, we'll see if there's anything I could do to help them.
You're gonna just ask a random soldier?
Yeah, see if there's anybody who looks like they're in charge. Yeah.
Alright,
Alright. Well, since he's going to ask if he can help, I'm gonna have to help too. Because friends to the end. Right, friend?
I will-
Right.
I'll do the same then.
whoa, something's going on.
Hold on. Let me try something. Okay,
What?
I don't know if the static was me, but I unplugged and plugged back in the microphone.
Oh. Is it still there?
No, everything's
gone.
plugged in. I just wanted to make sure it was plugged in all the way.
The static's gone.
Oh.
Yeah. 'Cause it's one of them Turtle Beaches ones where you have your headset, you can like hook up to a phone, and then it hooks up to like a USB thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
one of those.
Yeah. Had it for 2 years, so I guess. Not bad.
Now, curiously, in the character sheets, why is the HP thing got a asterisk and not an asterisk, an at symbol, and then HP?
It's because no one has filled in the HP yet.
So I can just delete that.
Yeah. Hopefully you would put something in there so
Okay.
that the token actually has health.
Good.
Because it's the left side is token's green bar, or at least it is for the player characters the way I set them up. Oh, you guys can't see my health. Okay, let's see. Wait, why can't you see my health? Oh, right, because I didn't put 6 here. There. Boom. Health bar.
Double class. I don't know what the going system for that is.
What? What now? What's wrong?
I'm looking at the HP and everything like that. I'm adding the bar to Gathalis.
Oh.
Would we be able to produce a fast setup for kobold soldiers?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give you some kobolds.
They pretty much just have short swords, glaives. Occasionally they'll have a glaive, and claws, clawed gauntlets.
I don't remember how I set them up, but let's see.
I mean, if we just copy the orc over.
Take a long time. I have kobold set up in my campaign. I'm pulling it out right now. I don't remember how I set them up though.
These are kobold legionaries though. Like, they're not normal kobolds. So they're not normal kobolds. They're going to have magic armor and equipment for being in the military, if that is something we can work in there.
Yeah, just basic stats on the character sheet, yeah. Okay, kobold is... Oh, the monster card thing is shut. So I put kobold right under orc in your monster cards thing. And I think I set it up so that they have... Oh, I didn't roll their hit points. They just have a d4 hit points. But if you open up the character sheet, you can go in and give them different armor. You can give them more hit points. And then they have, let's see, spear, short sword, club, hand axe, and javelin. So you can add more weapons if you want. But that's just what's in the monster manual. That's why I set it up like that. And then the token looks like they're all the same.
Okay, that's cool. They'll have just... I'll just add in the magic stuff, and then I'll increase their armor class. They'll have about the same hit points as a human fighter, human soldier, I guess.
And you can do AC and hit points just right off the token too.
Yeah.
And I think they're set up for morale and all that. Let's see. Oh, no, I didn't give them their morale.
It's alright. These, they'll have the same morale as a human. If that is an easy thing to pull up.
It depends on the type of human, I guess, because there's, you've got green soldiers, which have morale of, like, 9. You've got, veteran soldiers, which have a morale of, like, 11. You've got...
These kobold soldiers were the survivors from the previous siege, so I would guess they'd be veteran.
Yeah. So their morale would be 11.
Where's their hit point roll? Is that just the level D4?
Yeah, but there's currently, unless you set up a macro already. I haven't given you a hit point roller yet. I don't know if you want one. But yeah, they just normal kobolds only have a D4 hit points. That's it. They don't even have a full hit die. They have half a hit die.
These are.
if you make them like a level 1 fighter, then they'd have a D10. So, like I would just roll a D10 once, and then just give them all the same. But I mean, you could do it however you want. It'll just take more time if you give them individual health.
They are all professional soldiers.
So you just, right on the token, you'd click on the green circle, and then push 9, enter, and then what kind of armor do they have?
They've got plate mail, actually.
So that's AC. Do they have shields?
Some of them do, some of them don't.
Okay, so just give them AC 3
It
then.
depends on their fighting style.
Yeah, just give them AC 3.
Alright.
And then you can just copy the token with Control C, and then you push Control V to paste it. You can put out however many you want.
Put about... That's why it wasn't doing that. Paste. And this will just be a rough number.
And you can actually
I'm
roll
putting it into
individual
the... Okay.
You can roll individual initiative for each token as well, because they all have. Wait. Oh, hold on. I need to check something real quick. Okay, I'm sorry. You're gonna want to delete all these kobold tokens because all their health is linked together. So I can fix that real quick. If you sorry about that. That's something that I recently learned. So let's see here.
There's one right there.
Okay. So you just open up the token thing and hit none, enter, save changes. Okay, so now you can copy that one.
Okay, give me a second. I've gotta do something. There we go. That's good enough for now.
So you
All
just want them
right.
like that.
Yeah, 4 on each wall, essentially. And then,
Oh, okay.
because they're just pretty much placeholders to show you where they're at. There should end up being 7, about 14 kobolds. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, there's 12 so far.
Alright, they don't need to guard this back fortress. These orcs aren't going to be. These two will. They don't need to guard it so much. I mean, they will obviously be guarding it. But there's only about 100 kobolds on the back fortress.
Yeah. I don't know
Alright.
if you...
Now, how do we place the orcish thing? Can you walk me through that again?
Oh, the orcs. So, if you open up monster cards, drag and drop one orc, and then I just want to make sure that it's correctly. Oh, I need to change this to none, and change this to none. Okay, so changes, and then it. Token, save changes. Okay, so what you do is just select this orc, and then you know, Control C, and then Control V. You click on a space, and then Control V wherever you want to drop it, and then so say you've got 4 orcs right here. If you select all of them, and then right-click on the group, and then click where it says multi-sided, and go over and click on random side, and it will do this. It'll actually give you random orcs that have, you know, random orc weapons, because some orcs have crossbows, some of them have bows, some of them have swords, some of them have, I think this case they have, what's that polearm called? It starts with a G. Glaive.
Deer.
Those
Glaive.
are glaives. So if you select all those yeah, there you go.
Wow.
So these guys,
Definitely makes sense.
yeah, these guys with the green backpack and the axe, that's I think that's a battle axe.
Oh, that's for some reason I was saying that very few crossbow orcs.
Yeah, so they have long swords, horseman flails, spears, hand axes, glaives, light crossbows, short bows, and battle axes.
And then you got the one random guy right there.
What guy? That's a spear orc. Yeah, that's a spear orc.
Alright. So. And then I need to find an avatar for. There we go. And that should set that up quite well. Okay. There we go. Battlefield is pretty much set with everything. If you guys want to put your characters somewhere within the... Ooh, he's got 2 lines. Did I set it up wrong?
Oh, yeah, I was just making it the same as the players. Sorry. So here we go. Okay, so now we can actually see his name. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, why isn't it? Oh, show nameplate, there we go. Okay. There we go. So now it's properly attached to his sheet and everything.
Okay. Well,
I don't know if you were planning on reviving that golem ever, but here's a pretty good token for that.
yeah. Well, if he ever decides he wants it back, he might go for it.
Yeah.
Alright, do you guys have your characters inside the fort? Do you want to actually, like, run through it, or... We've got a little while.
Oh, run through the fort?
Well, the battle.
Oh.
I might have to call it a day here.
Yeah, maybe we should do that next time.
I would agree.
Alright. Next week at the same time usually.
Yep.
I'll
Yep.
post it in the thing.
Did our characters get paid, or were we still waiting for that?
You guys did not collect your pay yet.
Okay,
The orcs assembled themselves a little bit faster than you'd think.
that's fine.
If you listen in at all, turns out Gork was the one who won overall, and he has about 1,300 orcs left. 1,400 orcs left.
Did we get any XP for all that stuff we did in the orc camp?
Yeah, you guys are gonna get about 500 EXP a piece, I believe. And then there was something else.
The ogre I killed.
Yeah, I was gonna give you about 150 XP for the ogre kill, without taking damage or anything. Oh, some people posted.
And all the money we got was the 175 gold, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Ooh,
I leveled.
I am so close to
Nice.
leveling. Oh well.
So how much experience do I add?
500 more than whatever you gain 500 XP for joining in on the shadow team.
At least I believe I leveled. I believe a ranger is like 2,200 something.
Ranger. Arizona book. Classes. Experience levels. Ranger. Yeah, Ranger is 2250
Okay, that's what I
for
thought.
level
Yep.
2.
While we're
Would I be level 2
here-
yet?
Huh?
Would I happen to be level 2 yet with 1,810?
1,800
As a thief? Yeah. As a
Oh,
thief,
yeah,
you-
yeah.
Gained a level.
Since we're all here, can I go ahead and roll my hit points for level 2?
Go ahead.
I clicked to level up, and I'm assuming I clicked thief, or
Yeah.
that's not on the list. It'd be
It's Rogue. Rogue should be on the list. Is it not?
I don't think
Thief is
so.
a subclass of rogue,
There's like
if you were wondering.
I don't see rogue at least. Oh, there, yeah, there's thief. It says thief.
Then you are a thief, right?
Yep.
There you go.
Sure.
And then it's a D6.
How many sides does your hit die have?
D6.
Yes,
It's a
10.
D6.
How many classes do you have? I think it's single, isn't it?
Just one,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're single class.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, well, that's...
Did it roll?
That was almost max.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
Weird, I don't see the roll.
Says he rolled a 1d1.
No,
I
no,
think.
no, 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 no. It's the one in parentheses after the equal sign. It's minimum of 1d1. That's what that 1d1 is for. So it's 1d1, comma, and then whatever his die roll is.
So I have to roll?
You rolled a 3? No, you rolled a 3. You're good.
Okay.
Just add
But-
3 to your maximum HP.
Weird, I'm not seeing it though.
And then I do 2 plus what I roll, right? Because I'm a scale skin.
Plus any constitution modifiers if you have any.
Do I have a what? How high is your constitution? I have a 15 constitution. I don't know if I get a modifier.
Yeah, you get +1, I believe. It's constitution 15.
Nice. I doubled my HP.
Should I change HP to 9-9?
HP to 9-9? Yes.
9/9.
Well, yeah.
Where are you doing that?
That's pretty good.
That is so weird. I don't see your HP die roll.
Yeah, I didn't receive one from Nissa either.
You didn't?
I didn't see it roll.
It said I rolled a 9.
I mean, I trust you. I'm not gonna...
Yeah.
Level up. Oh, because it whispers to yourself. Okay. We
Oh.
need to change that. GM.
That's weird, isn't it? Oh yeah, I just noticed that. It says 2 and then my name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I set it up like that.
It is weird,
but-
isn't it?
Yeah.
Probably an accident, I'd assume.
Yeah.
Oh,
Definitely an
excuse me.
accident. But I fixed it already, so it whispers to GM now.
Having 24 hit points will help if I blow myself up again.
Yeah, I mean, you can now actually tank your own grenade.
Yeah, I can. You better watch out. Just fucking. I don't know.
As
But,
long as you don't, you know.
The reason why I had to do 1d1 as the minimum is because of the rules for multiclassing. In 2nd edition, when you multiclass, you are 2 or more classes at the same time, and when you roll for hit points, you roll the die and you divide by the number of classes that you have, and you round down. So with that, you could possibly roll 0, but
Wow.
you have to have at least 1. And with the syntax the way it is, if I just put 1 comma as the minimum, it wouldn't work. But if I put in 1d1 as the minimum, it will work.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, alright. That was fun.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
see you guys next week.
Alrighty. Same
See you
bat
next
time,
week.
same bat channel.
Yep.
One thing of note for... Did Corey already leave?
Now I left the game.
Alright, you also have 30 thief professional points to add to your skills, I believe.
Yeah.
All right.
Is there anything I need to do? I need to change my THACO, right?
Should be it.
Because Rangers use the
I-
fighter tape.
Believe I already gave you automatic THACO, but I'll check.
Oh, okay.
That's Nissa, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'll make sure that you have automatic THACO. As soon as you change your level on your character.
Oh, I didn't change.
Okay, yeah, I just entered 2 for you. And
Oh, okay.
then... Oh, okay, so I didn't put the THACO on there yet. So what it does is takes 21 and subtracts your level. So your THACO is going to go down by 1 every level. So that means at level 1 it was 20. Now, since you're put in level 2, it will be 19. And every level it will go down by 1. As long as you change your actual level on your character sheet.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yay. That'll
Okay.
help.
Yep. Basically a +1 to hit per level.
And then I don't know if Rangers change anything else at level 2.
You get a +1 to your tracking ability per level. Or no, it's like every 2 levels. And I have an automatic set up for that too. As long as you change your ranger level, it'll work. Let's see if... Oh, we didn't put in the right checks. Let's see. Tracking is going to be... it's wisdom. You have 14 wisdom?
Yep. Should, right?
Okay.
Yep.
So, let's see here.
I think 14 was the minimum.
Yeah. I could have sworn it was 15.
It's it's 13 strength, 13 dex, and then 14 whiz and 14 constitution.
Oh, okay.
Alright. I guess I'm gonna go play some Dark Souls, guys.
Alright.
Have fun.
Yeah, Dark Souls 2. It's been fun.
Yeah, thanks for DMing.
If you've got any pointers, DM to DM, GM to DM, whatever it is. I can hear it. Ooh, that purple stuff.
I want that purple stuff.
There we go.
Ranger's chance to track. There it is. Okay. Floor. It's every time you get to a new 3rd level. So.
Okay. Yeah.
But I think it's rounded down. Yeah. So yeah, it is every level that's divisible by 3. But I'll put something on your character sheet that makes it automatic.
All right.
Okay, and that's that. Wisdom. So now it's automatic depending on what you have in your wisdom section of your character sheet.
Okay.
And then
That'll be useful.
I could have sworn. So hunting is wisdom -1.
I guess so. Is
Okay.
that?
Wisdom.
I wrote down what the book said. If it's on there,
Okay. Hunting.
there it is. What am I looking at?
Proficiencies.
Yep.
Non-weapon proficiencies. I need a table. Okay. Hunting. Hunting, yeah, it's wisdom -1. And then you've got black powder, weapon, manufacturing?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's weaponsmithing then, right?
Yeah.
Or gunsmithing. So weaponsmithing is intelligence -3. So you've got intelligence -3. Brewing. Intelligence. World theology looks like intelligence. Alchemy looks like intelligence. There you go. So now all of your proficiencies are completely automatic.
That's awesome.
And it just depends on your stats and your level.
Sweet. Thank you.
Yeah. And there's also rangers, like every 4th level, they get a +1 to their ability to modify the reactions of animals.
Oh.
They have animal empathy.
Right, yeah.
I actually have what's it called? Macro for ranger animal empathy that I'll put up for you. Animal empathy. Okay, and I'll put that on your character sheet as an ability. Animal empathy. Okay, now your character has animal empathy on the token. So if you click your, if you click your token, click animal empathy.
Oh, nice. Oh, neat.
Let's see.
Target.
Cannot read
Whoa.
substring of undefined. Uh-oh, let's see, what's wrong with that?
That was terrifying.
Animal empathy. So you've got a name, you've got a level. Cannot read substring undefined. Let's see, animal empathy. Nope. I will fix that. Let's see. Select your token name, target token name. That's selected. Yeah, selected level. Okay, selected. That should work. Okay. Animal empathy on yourself. There you go. That'll work.
So. Oh, nice.
So that should be it, I think.
Well,
Alright.
thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem. Hope you guys have fun next week. I'm gonna be back to my own game next week. We took this week off because of Easter, so.
Right.
But yeah, it was nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice meeting you.
Hopefully I get to play with you again sometime.
Yeah, certainly.
But see you then.
See ya.
Alright.